I think you already went to the House yesterday or the other day to file your first set of bills, or for Akbayan to file its first set of bills. I think one is called the Students' Rights and Welfare Act of 2025. What is this about, Congressman?
Well, the straw bill is a bill that recognizes the rights and welfare of our students. Wala pa kasi tayong talagang codified na mga standards that will help protect our students in terms of having a safe environment in the campuses which will enable them to learn as much as possible. Alam naman natin na pagka-kabataan, kailangan ng kabataan yung freedom of expression. Kailangan ng kabataan yung safe space na makipagbigay sila ng kanilang opinion, mag-sharing ng iba't ibang mga pananaw. And that is essential to learning for our youth. At sa aming karanasan at sa nakukuha namin mga balita, nakakalungkot din sabihin, pero may mga ibang experiences ang ating mga mag-aaral na pati yung kanilang freedom of expression nakikitil, pati yung mga campus journalists natin ay nahihirapan. At hindi lang yun, yung mismong, let's put it this way, the conditions for learning, which include even yung mga stress relating to financial considerations, ay sana mapagaang natin sa mga estudyante para makapag-focus sila sa mismong learning journey nila.
For the context po of our viewers, itong bill na final po kahapon, hindi lang kayo, kasama rin dito sina Congresswoman Dada, also a first-term lawmaker, si Congressman Percy, na kasama na noong 19th Congress, at saka si Congresswoman Kakabag-Aw, who is returning Congresswoman. Congressman, how important is academic freedom? Given na, yun nga, no you raised na may mga naririnig kayong reports, ano po ba yung parang most blatant violation of student freedoms na natanggap ninyo while researching this bill that led you na i-file po itong panukalang batas na ito?
Well, academic freedom and freedom of expression are really basic to any democracy, lalong-lalo na yung ating demokrasya. At marami tayong mga nakakabahalang mga nakukuha mga report na mismo yung mga karapatan ng ating mga mag-aaral ay hindi kinikilala ng ibang mga school authorities. Hindi ko naman nila lahat, pero meron mga iba. There are issues, for example, relating to red tagging. There are issues related to censorship of campus publications. May mga issue din na walang natatanggap na pondo para makapag-operate ang mga iba't ibang mga student organizations, especially those involved in coming out with news that affect the campus community. So yun ang some of the issues that affect our students na talagang para sa akin, kailangan natin talaga alagaan ng ating mga estudyante. May isa pang issue, ito hindi pa namin na ifa-file ito, pero ito ay isang bagay na tingin ko has to be top of mind. That's the issue of out-of-school youth. Mm-hmm. Kasi palaki yung mga out-of-school youth natin. Dati, wala pang 10% yan ng kabataang Pilipino. Ngayon, nasa 25%. That's over 11 million young Filipinos who don't have a future. Kailangan natin ng kailangan makahanap tayo ng paraan para maibalik natin sila sa pag-aaral at makapagtapos sila. One of the measures that Akbayan filed in the 19th Congress that we want to refile, I'm not exactly sure if it's already been refiled, is the Baon is Essential Bill.
Sorry, Congressman, ano po yun?
Baon is Essential Bill.
Okay.
Ang tutok nito ay sa mga recipients ng 4Ps o former recipients ng 4Ps na hindi makapag-avail ng free education, libre na nga ang edukasyon, kaya lang wala silang pambaon, wala silang pambili ng mga libro, school supplies o pamasahe. So ang purpose nito ay masuportahan sila para makabalik sila sa pag-aaral at makapagtapos.
Actually, Congressman, I think may iba ding mga lawmakers from other party list groups, other district congressmen na may similar similar bills patungkol sa pagbibigay ng allowance, if I'm not mistaken, para sa mga estudyante nga na hirap makapagpatuloy ng kanilang pag-aaral. Congressman, going back to the straw bill that you filed, I think it also mentioned the right against discrimination. Congressman, how do we plan to counter conservative voices who might potentially oppose the bill? Marami po kayong nilista, of course, physical handicap, socioeconomic status, political beliefs, but perhaps yung pinakatataasan dito ng kilay ng mga anti-SOGI lawmakers ay yung sa sexual orientation or gender identity. And we know in the past Congresses, yung SOGI bill hirap lumagpas sa Kamara dahil nga doon sa matinding pagtutol ng mga conservative voices sa House.
Well, I think it's about time that all of us, including legislators, face the reality that people who have different gender decisions are subject to discrimination. And they are among the worst discriminated against. Kaya para sa akin, makatao lang at makatarungan lang na mabigyan din natin sila ng protection. We're not giving them any special benefits. We're not saying that they are, they should be elevated beyond other people. Ang gusto lang natin ay lahat ay hindi maging biktima ng diskriminasyon. We've known that for a long time, whether it's from social media and even in face-to-face situations, nagiging biktima sila ng iba't ibang mga klaseng mga harassment at diskriminasyon na hindi naman tama sa isang lipunan tulad natin.
Congressman, has Akbayan already also refiled a SOGI-SC bill? Because Akbayan is one of the staunchest advocates of the SOGI-SC equality law, even in past Congresses.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, it's been filed. If it hasn't been filed, it will be filed very soon.
Okay po. And Congressman, sa straw bill, how will this be operationalized? If passed into law, anong mangyayari kapag yung isang estudyante, kunwari naging biktima siya ng red tagging, or I think nabasa ko din, meron din kayong provision doon about deepfake or AI. Kapag naging biktima sila ng mga ganito, anong mangyayari? Meron na ba silang matatakbuhan?
Well, magkakaroon yan dapat ng implementing rules and regulations. At meron din straw commission na itataguyod sa ilalim ng batas na yan that will be in charge of how the law, they'll monitor how the law will be implemented, at dapat din sa ilalim ng batas na yan ay gagawa sila ng isang malawakang plano. It's medyo comprehensive itong bill na ito. I know there's a lot of matters that will have to be addressed. But sa tingin namin ay matagal na itong hinihingi ng ating mga kabataan, mga mag-aaral, at kaya naman gawin. It's a very doable legislation.